Hi ladies, Dionysia here. I'm coming to you from her mystery school. I'm the Sexuality and Intimacy mentor of the school, and I wanted to take some time out today to speak to you about my upcoming 6-week Sexuality and Intimacy Immersion. That immersion begins on March 6th. It's going to be a 75-minute call every week with me speaking about sexuality and intimacy from a feminine wisdom perspective. And there will be ample opportunity for you to ask questions on the call and to participate and to really dive deep into what does it mean to be addressing our sexuality and intimacy from feminine wisdom. And the biggest thing that I would say about that up front is that we live in a world that is based around and promotes male form sexuality. And there's nothing wrong with male form sexuality. We like that, right? But it just is different than our sexuality. And when we as women come to understand how it's different, what the differences are, and how to embody feminine sexuality, then so many wonderful things happen in our lives. Number one, we enjoy sex more. Hello, we love that. Greater pleasure for everybody. And the more we enjoy sex, the more our partners, male or female or otherwise, enjoy sex with us. And the more we are attuned to that and enjoying that and really immersing ourselves in the pleasure of our sexuality, the more we're actually tapped into our own unique, specific current of life force energy. So there's a certain kind of way in which, we're going to be talking about how we came to be where we are in the realm of sexuality in the world right now, and the detriment that has been for women, men too, but women for sure, and then how we can sort of turn that around inside of our own lives for it to become a more fulfilling and satisfying experience for us, and how that then blossoms out into all of our world, really. Our sexual energy is the same as our creative energy. It's the life force energy. It's how we birth. It's how we continue the human race, right? So there's a lot to unpack around what our sexual energy actually is and what we're doing with it and how we can be enjoying it more. So in this 6-week immersion, some of the things that we're going to be talking about that are really important to this topic in our lives are things like I said, understanding the difference between female sexuality from male sexuality, how to turn towards that inside of ourselves and cultivate our relationship with it, addressing shame. Shame actually is, from my perspective, the biggest damage that has been done to women's sexuality over eons of time. And the more we can peel that back and take all the layers of that off of ourselves, the better. The more we have access to all of that creative, juicy, passionate, yummy energy that so many of us would love to have and love to be experiencing. We're going to be talking about our bodies and how to accept our bodies just how they are. We're going to be talking about that from the perspective of industry, the huge mega industry that would have us believe our bodies should be different than how they are, and how do we come into a right relationship within ourselves, inside of ourselves, about our relationship to our bodies. So again, addressing shame, body image issues, and then moving from all of that into how to be a great lover. What does it even mean to be a great lover? And the more that you are a great lover yourself, the more you'll experience that lovers that you take are great lovers, and you'll choose better and better lovers, and you'll be able to communicate what is fulfilling and satisfying for you to any new lover, or even a lover you've been with for years and years. So this immersion is for all women who are interested in, excited about, curious about, even afraid of exploring their own sexuality, learning more about what true sexual energy is. And I'm not saying that there's any one truth that is how all women should be around their sexuality. In fact, I'm saying exactly the opposite of that. I'm saying it's very unique and individual to every woman, and you get to have it be your own unique individual expression the more that you learn about it and understand it and embody it as you. So we're going to be talking a lot about embodiment and what that means, and how do we embody female sexuality, and how do we understand ourselves in the context of intimacy? How do we share all of that with another? How do we take in another? And when I say intimacy, I mean emotional intimacy as much as sexual intimacy. So we're going to be talking a lot about the difference between sexuality and intimacy. They're actually two different things. You can definitely have one without the other in either case. And we're going to be talking about how they go together and how we can have both and. So I'm very, very excited to be offering this immersion, and I've had so much great feedback from so many of you who've signed up for the course already. And I anticipate that we're going to be a big, yummy, juicy group who are going to have lots of great questions and lots of great input to be addressed throughout the course. Again, it's a 6-week course. You will have opportunity to have Q&A with me during the course, as well as to communicate with me via email about any questions that you have between our classes. All of the classes will be recorded and sent out afterwards. So I'm offering the course in the morning time zone of Pacific time, so that'll be accessible to a lot of you in various places in the world. But also, if it's in a time zone or a time that you're at work that you're not able to attend live, you will get the recordings, and you will still have that access to me via email to ask questions as we go along. So I, again, am really excited about it. I'm looking forward to being with those of you who are excited to come in. Again, if you're curious, you're interested, you're afraid, you're concerned, you're dealing with a lot of trauma from your past, this is a great class for you. It's going to have a lot of information about a broad number of things that are related to female sexuality and how we embody that and experience that. And I think it's going to be a really fun sort of playground for us to come together and explore with each other. And I'm delighted to be heading that up for you and creating this space for it, and looking forward to being in there with you.